Welcome to Marketecture, where you can get smart fast with in-depth interviews of leading technology vendors. I'm Ari Paparo. I'm joined today by Yaron Galai from Outbrain. Thanks for being here.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Recently, you announced a new product suite called Keystone, and I think that's kind of the thing I wanted to focus most on. I think it sounded really interesting, but I don't really know anything about it, so you're going to have to start educating me. So what is Keystone?
Okay, so Keystone is taking the 15 years of experience that we have in building technologies for understanding user engagement, understanding what's going to be right for each individual user. And from the other side, our 15 years of experience of understanding advertiser objectives, what they're looking to achieve in their business and what would be good ROI for them. And we're taking those two parts of our experience and folding them into a technology suite for publishers. The idea with this is all the publishers that we talk to around the world are looking to diversify revenue. The majority of their revenue for the past 2 decades has been purely from advertising, usually to anonymous users. And they're all looking at how they can now diversify revenue, whether it's subscriptions or paywalls or registration walls or newsletters or e-commerce, podcasts, et cetera. And what Keystone allows them to do is take that expertise of personalization and customizing the experience for each user and apply that to all their various, to grow their overall business, not just the ads. If you look at a publisher, those pixels that are advertising pixels, those are hugely optimized. They go through Google and Outbrain and many other technologies to optimize each and every one of those advertising pixels. But then if you look outside of those advertising pixels, the publishers are really making decisions mostly manually. And they're saying, this is the box that, we need to promote video. So now everyone's going to see this video box. The way I like to think of it is for many publishers' homepages, for example, it's almost reflective of their org chart. You can see the org chart in the homepage.
Sure. Yeah.
And users don't care about a publisher's org chart. They're not saying, wow, that's an exciting view of the world. Users are expecting more of the Instagram, TikTok, Netflix kind of personalization. And so that's what Keystone gives the publisher.
That sounds very broad, very platformy. Let's go through some really tight use cases. Like on day one, what do I get? What's the most valuable use case I could deploy as a publisher?
Yeah, so the way to think of it is the input into Keystone is the business objectives or KPIs for different groups, different departments.
Okay.
And on the other hand, what's going to be most interesting for each individual user.
Okay.
And so the easiest way to think of it is you take those boxes that publishers usually carve out manually, and you let Keystone manage them. And now instead of each box being owned by a different department, you can actually do that on the kind of a unified user experience. And so you say, we want to drive subscriptions. For subscriptions, one of the things that's important is to drive up the amount of organic content that a user reads every month. And when they hit the 7th story, maybe show them a subscribe now card. On the other hand, you can bring in your e-commerce offers, and Keystone will show for the people that are more likely to subscribe, it'll show the subscription offer. And for people that are more likely to convert and purchase something in e-commerce, it'll show the e-commerce box.
Okay. So if we think about like one canvas, which is like a Lightbox offer on a web page, like just to make it really specific, is your system telling the website when to show the Lightbox and which Lightbox to show? Is that a good way to think about it?
Sort of. I think the Lightboxes are really, to me, not the ideal use. It's,
okay.
We would definitely cover that with Keystones, but to me, it's Lightboxes are part of maybe the problem we're looking to solve. So Lightboxes, really, what they say is the user experience is downstairs. It's on the first layer, and now in that food fight between departments, we couldn't get to agreement of what's put in the user experience. So we'll start popping up pop-ups basically, which is what Lightboxes are, right? So to me, the user experience is saying what is most valuable for that user, which is also going to grow the publisher's business. And let's show that. And to me, whether it's on the basic layer, which is, I think, the best place to manage user experience, or on Lightboxes, Keystone will do both.